Let's go straight to another thing happening in the world of sports. And when you talk about an introduction of sports, different sports, especially in Africa, it seems other world bodies have decided to look at the African market, to tap into the African market. And one sport that is so prominent in the United States of America is the NFL, the National Football League. And according to reports from the recent update, the Cleveland Browns have made history by becoming the first NFL team to secure international marketing rights in Nigeria. Now, this marks the team's debut in the National Football League's global marketing program. And of course, you look to further discuss and talk about what they are doing at the moment when it comes to the world of NFL in Nigeria. As a sports business expert, Chidi Anugolu joins us this evening all the way from Ohio, United States of America. Good evening to you and welcome to Game On. If you can hear me, kindly unmute yourself. Can you hear me, Chidi?
I can hear you, Favour. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Welcome. All right, let's quickly look at this. Now, the NFL, we know, of course, is a big sport in the United States of America. In Nigeria, we have something similar, of course, flag football. But why is the NFL specifically focusing on expanding into Africa? And what potential benefits do they see in doing so?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. Well, the NFL are not just expanding in Africa. It's an international marketing program by the NFL, which they kicked off about 2 years ago. And what they're doing is they're looking to kind of, create a global expansion of the NFL into, Europe, Asia, Africa, and, excitingly Nigeria, popped up as one of the countries, for this program. And really excited for the Browns to gain marketing rights into Nigeria.
Okay, with the Cleveland Browns securing marketing rights in Nigeria, what can we anticipate in terms of your approach and initiatives in the Nigerian market?
So the whole idea is really to promote the NFL, promote American football as they call it. Just really because it's kind of new to a lot of Nigerians. So a lot of Nigerians still don't know the NFL or American football. So it's a marketing opportunity to Nigeria is a population of over 200 million people. So it's a marketing opportunity to kind of promote the brand in the country and grow the fan base, not just not just here, but in Nigeria with the massive market opportunity. So I think what we should all expect is a situation where we're going to see more activities of the Browns in Nigeria. By extension, the NFL. We're going to see a lot of activities. Growing fan base, trying to get maybe some talent to perhaps come over and maybe even play. There's already the NFL Pathway program, which started a few years ago. It's already in Ghana and Kenya. So we can perhaps expect to also see that sometime in Nigeria, cutting the Browns. The Browns have got a number of players, Nigerian decent players who play for them. So it's a really exciting time for the sport in Nigeria.
Hi Chidi. With all due respect to the Cleveland Browns, they are not the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're not the New Orleans Patriots, and they're not the Dallas Cowboys. So what unique qualities or offerings do the Cleveland Browns bring? And why should Nigerians be excited about their presence in the country's sports scene?
Thank you for that question. So the way sport business is done here is a bit different from how it's done, maybe in the UK, in Europe, or anywhere there's relegation and promotion. As you might know, recently, the XFL recently merged with the USFL to form a new league called the UFL. So also, as you know, in the NFL, there's no teams don't get demoted. The same teams play year in, year out. If you have the money to buy a franchise and create a new team to join the NFL, then you can. So they're a pretty decent team if you watch the Cleveland Browns. Really good team. David Njoku is there. Hakeem Adeniji is there. Just a few names of some of the Nigerians who are there. So I think we're talking about a really solid team. With a solid history here coming into Nigeria. So I think what Nigeria should expect to be a team with great history, looking to create opportunity, not just market themselves, but also create opportunity for Nigerians to learn about the NFL. I mean, if Nigerians stay up to watch the NBA, I mean, Nigerians can stay up to watch the NFL. So it's about creating that opportunity to, kind of educate, Nigerians about the Browns, the NFL, and again, like you said, like I said, we're talking about a really solid team here with great history, and they've done well, really good in the last 2 seasons, and you never know. I know that the team from Kansas won it back to back now, but the good thing about the format of the sport business here in the United States is it gives an opportunity for anyone really to go out there and win the Super Bowl. So really exciting time.
Well, Chidi, before let me just ask a few questions around your entry into the Nigerian market. Is this like a window for you to come into Africa, or you just focused on? I know a lot of Nigerians do so well in the NFL. It's like we're built for games like that, games of power and pace. You find Nigerians there. So this entry into Nigeria, is it a window for you to come into Africa, or you just staying with Nigeria and try to get a game popular in Nigeria, get talents from Nigeria that you can ship into the United States of America?
Well, firstly, I don't work with the Browns, even though I kind of intern with the marketing team, but Columbus Crew, who are jointly owned by the Browns, so the same group of company that own the Browns, own Columbus Crew, the MLS team. So I think generally it's exciting. I feel like we should expect a full package, both from a marketing end and from getting talent. And Nigeria is not the only country where the NFL have kind of penetrated. If you remember Super Bowl, we had the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl this year had an advert from Ghana. We have, had Jeremy Owusu, who featured in that game. He actually plays for the Browns. Also, he had OC Omenyora, who also featured in that advert. So, the Cleveland Browns coming to Nigeria, is not a one-off thing, and they're not the only NFL team, or they're not just the first of its kind, so to speak, that the NFL are coming into Africa, because they're already in Ghana. So it's going to be a continuous thing. These teams who are getting this marketing rights have about 5 years to promote themselves, promote the sport, and see how they can perhaps get talent from the countries. And we have the NFL this year going into Argentina with this marketing program, Colombia, Japan, and so the NFL already in Kenya with the flag football program. They're already in Ghana as well, and now they're coming into Nigeria this time with the marketing program being awarded to the Browns. So I don't work with the Browns. Just to say that.
Okay, thank you very much. But before we let you go, on your own perspective or your thoughts, do you think that it's a sport that would really, really thrive in Nigeria on the long run?
Well, it's Nigeria is a big market, right? Like it's like someone asked me this question today, and like a startup company. We're talking about sport memorabilia, and someone was like, "There's a new company starting up, $5 million investment. Is sport memorabilia still a good business to invest in?" So with any startup, take this as a startup. Like you really don't know, if it's going to be successful or if it's not going to be successful. But you have to look at the marketing strategy, the approach, and the aim, the goal. These guys seem pretty serious. Everything the NFL touches turns to gold. So from the antecedent of the NFL, you just kind of have the feeling that this is going to be a huge success. And it's not just in Africa. It's not just in Nigeria. The NFL are doing this marketing program all across the country, all across the world, more like, in Europe, Asia, and in fact, there are teams who are going to China, South Korea. So I think it's going to be a success. From what I've seen and what I've heard, from an insider perspective, I think it's going to be a huge success. These guys, really wants to come in there and just grow the sport and see how they can, they're looking for a partnership. See how they can partner with the country, grow the sport, and also kind of, open up opportunities for talent to just really love this sport, and eventually come on to play the sport.
All right, thank you very much, Chidi, for your time, and we'll wait to see, of course, how much of a development the Nigerian sector would get with the NFL trying to tap into the Nigerian market. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.